With you. We have Tim Courtney right now for a couple of minutes before they ring the bells. He's the Chief Investment Officer at Exencial Wealth Advisors. And Tim, I brought you some comments from Wilbur Ross, and just as a jumping off point here, 3% growth not possible this year. But if the Trump economic policies are put in place for a number of months, we can see it. Your view on the economy?
Yeah. Well, we had the first quarter numbers. They came in soft as they have for the last several years. But I think that is the crux of the matter. You know, after the election, smaller companies and some value companies, which hadn't moved really in about 2 years, started to show signs of life. And they performed very well after the election in November, December, January. But when it looked like some of those policies were getting bogged down and that the health reform, the tax reform was going to take longer than they thought, you could see the market revert right back to the way that it had been behaving from 2014 to mid-2016, which was a very small segment of the market companies doing well, and 90% of the market companies just sitting doing nothing.
Just a few seconds to talk about those stocks that you put up there in that thesis. General Electric, everybody knows. Zoetis, I believe is how you say it, is a drug company, but a drug company, as I understand it, for animals. So, tell us how that fits into what you're saying here before they ring the bell.
Sure. It fits into population growth. They're going to need probably greater medicines for livestock, as well as people are spending more money on pets. And so, and from a regulatory environment, they tend not to regulate those in terms of cost controls like they would, pharmaceuticals for humans. So a very good growth company.
Got to cut you a little short there, Tim. I appreciate the time, though. Tim Courtney with us, and on Wall Street and at the NASDAQ, the market's finishing up today. Mixed, third straight record for the NASDAQ. Closing bell, David and Melissa.